Welcome to the channel. This is Go Gretty and welcome to the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Race. It's round number 1 and we're at Deep Forest in the Group 3 Manufacturers cars, and I have selected Corvette. So after my failed stream to get into a race and stream live, I went back in and gave it another shot and was able to hook up a race. So stick around, check it out. Unfortunately, in my excitement at the end of the race, I hit the wrong button, and so it did not save all the past 30 minutes that I tried to save on the PlayStation. So didn't get qualifying, but I had a really good qualifying. As you can see, I qualified third for the race. I had a 127.6, I think it was, which wasn't too bad. Maybe 1.5, I can't remember. But you can see there, you got first place is Z28 behind him, Stormer, and then myself, and then D Vega behind me, and Hemiata behind him. So here we are at the start of the race, and I am just doing my best to warm up these cold tires. So you always got to keep that in mind at the start of the race. You got a full tank of fuel and cold tires. So I'm babying the Vette right now because this Vette doesn't like to be tossed around real hard. It likes to be treated kind of gently. Because if you get that back end swinging around, I don't know what they put in the rear of this car. I don't know if they moved a bunch of ballast back there, if they put a bunch of rake in the Vette. I don't know what they did, but it seems like if that back end starts coming around, it is really hard to catch on this car. I see like the Ford in front of me here. It's just sliding all over the place like it's no problem. If I were to try that, I would be absolutely dead. But so I got to be smooth out here on the opening lap, trying to put some distance between me and the guy behind me, which is D Vega, who is in the Mercedes. And I haven't raced against Mercedes yet, so I wasn't really sure what its strengths and weaknesses are here in GT7. I know that the Ford GT is pretty rapid on the straights, and of course it's an MR car, so it's going to have good turn in. It's going to be good in the corners. And he is already pulling away from me, and Z28 in the Nismo GTR, big Godzilla up in front, is just absolutely scorching out there, and he is just leaving us in the dust. So he's pretty much gone. So I know he's out of the picture as far as getting first place, but I still might be able to land a podium. So let's fast forward here on to lap number 3 because nothing really happened in lap number 2. And then you'll see here in corner 1, the Mercedes comes up, gives me a little tap in the bumper there, and I can't take the corner much faster than that in the Vette. If I brake late, I kind of push out wide, and I don't go through it much quicker. The brakes aren't that great on the Corvette. I noticed that when I was racing against Robin Buck Jr. in the Jag. He was really able to outbrake me at that Jag by quite a bit. So brakes not outstanding on the Vette. Where it does excel is the low to mid acceleration, and then it's not a slouch on the high end either. So it's just basically the horsepower and the torque of this big boy. Turning isn't outstanding either, but we'll get her done. Coming through that corner, I'm looking all right. I'm trying to just maintain speed coming down the back straight, which is a really long straight. So you want to get on the gas really early coming around that left-hander. So I was trying to brake a little early there and get on the gas a little early, depending on where the Mercedes was behind me. Now, he's good distance behind, so I don't have to worry about him here into the hairpin on this lap, and take it fairly nice. I get down that inside where the banking is good on that hairpin, able to get on the power nice and early. You see I start to pull a little bit of gap on him there in my rear view mirror as we head down towards turn 1 on lap 4. Man, he made up that gap quick. He really got in the slipstream, was able to pull me. He sticks his nose down the inside, but pulls out just enough that I'm able to hold him off through corner 1. He definitely peeked down there. He thought about it. I don't know if he backed out, if he just didn't have the grip to hold it down the inside. Not really sure which, but he is definitely putting the pressure on now here on lap 4. He is within 3/10 of me. Now, he was within 3/10 this entire lap and most of the last lap as well. So he was right there, right in striking distance from me. It looked like he backed off a little bit here, trying to set up maybe something on this left-hander. So I broke a little bit late here. And came through the corner okay, was able to hold him off through this corner, almost hit that wall. And if I had hit that wall, that would have been it for Gretty. It would have been game over for me. But once again, he is not close enough to make a move on the hairpin in lap number 4, so I don't have to defend that spot this lap. And now I remembered what happened last lap and him making the run on me on this straight. So I've got that in my mind. So I'm going to move way over to the left over here. And I notice he's getting a little pressure behind on him from behind. I can see a car that's right on his bumper. So I go far left, make him pull over to the far left. Then I swing over to the right, do the old snake maneuver, try and break some slip, and man, there comes Crimson Wolf flying by in the Ford GT. Oh my goodness, goes for the savage lunge. Just look at that again from his point of view. So as you coming down the straight here, look at that thing just eat up the Merc. And then he runs me down too. And I'm like way out in front. But I guess he was just carrying way more speed than he thought he was. Got on the brakes. I don't even know how he kept it on the track, to be honest with you. So it was a good job for him by saving it. And I'm just glad I saw him coming like that and was able to move out the way, make the cutback, and not lose the position to D Vega behind me. Now here on the last lap, D Vega putting all kinds of pressure on old Gretty here, but you got to stay calm when you got a lead like this. Now, you've raced enough, you know when someone's quicker than you if they got more pace. And I'm feeling like D Vega has got really good pace. But I just got to remember to keep putting it on the apex. You got to stay calm, put it on the apex, run your racing line, and make them figure out a way to get around you. That's the best thing you do. And then in the last resort, you defend when you need to defend. So head around this left-hander here, and he got a really nice run out of that left, and I can tell because he is within about, if I remember correctly in the race, about 0.28 seconds behind me. So I'm going to need to keep calm and get my defense on. So I'm going to move over here to the left, make him stay to the right hand to try and make him drive around the outside of me on the hairpin, get on the brakes just a hair too early because I wasn't quite sure where my brake marker was, and he's about to drive around me. But I give him as little track as possible coming out the other side, make him go wide, and the Ford GT follows him wide off to the right. Now I'm going to move over to the left, make sure he's got enough room to make that kink. He does. Come down, stay tight on the inside of the left. He does not have the line. He's got to go the longer distance, doesn't have my slipstream, and that Merc not enough top end. Now here comes the Ford GT towards the finish line, but I'm able to hold him off. Oh my goodness, what a finish to that race. Let's look at that again one last time. Coming around the hairpin, D Vega tries to go around the outside. I go down the inside, push him out wide, give him as little track as possible. Probably a little too little track. I actually probably pushed him a little too far wide there looking at the replay. So apologies for that, Mr. Vega. But then I have the inside line coming down through this left-hander, and he's got to go too much distance in the Merc. But look at the Ford GT make a charge at me and able to hold him off right at the finish line to take the podium. Third place in my first manufacturer's race. So happy about that. Hope you enjoyed the race. Hope you enjoyed the action. If you did, come back and check out some more. Hopefully my next live stream, we can actually get in a race. So for myself, the Go Gretty, y'all have a great evening. DJ Clean, take us out of here.